Well, hello everybody, Monte here, back playing more Transport Fever. Not just more, but finally really getting back into it. The campaign's kind of held me... Oh, red numbers, you guys know. The campaign's kind of held me away from it. And we've had Monte Acres, which is coming back, by the way. Monte Acres is going to come back with only 5-star mods. But what we're looking at now is we're rolling on into Portland. Not of the Oregon kind, but of the Transport Fever map kind. And I started a new map, started in 1900, all vanilla. I thought on this map, I wasn't even going to record it because my issue is that I start wanting to play the game, and then I go, no, I want to record this. And then I don't play the game on the side. I only wait until I'm recording the episodes. Anyway, long story short, Portland's here. And I think we have just enough people to fill this train. So, some questions going around on Transport Fever Nation, the Facebook group, was like, how do people like to get started? Well, I still like an 1850 start, even though you're really restricted on the vehicles. But the good thing is you get to get everything all, like, established, and all your lines are good, and then it's a matter of upgrading. But I do enjoy jumping in here at a 1900 start and just having a lot more available. Multiple trains right off the bat. And what I like to do is find the most populated city, which wasn't Portland. It was Akron. And I connect those. And I build a train, usually like 4 passenger cars. And yeah, as far as the town goes, I build a bus that goes from the station, one to the residential, one to the industrial, one to the commercial. And then I start adding buses as it gets more popular. Which, great news, is it's usually filling up both ways now. Got 116 people waiting over here. Track built for future expansion. And what this series is going to be more about, which I just called it a series, so I guess it's getting real, guys. Calm down. It's going to be more of an update. It's like, hey, here's Portland. Here's Akron. Here's how we got started. And it's 1907. I'll see you guys in the time warpy kind of future kind of deal. We're going to be doing that because you guys know how to build lines, add stations. You guys don't need to see me doing that. I just kind of want to share the beauty of the game as it develops and really enjoy just seeing the auto development of the towns and stuff. Of course, I love to detail it out. But the next thing I got was I find a nice, convenient, usually stone. If not stone, I usually go for food. But stone... Oh, man. It's just good. It's good stuff, right? We got stone going one way, up to the construction material plant. And look, that's actually what it's called, which makes sense. I just usually call things wrong things. The nice thing is as I was going to have stone come up here and get dropped off at this random stop here and loop back. But what I realized was, wait a minute. These trucks can then take construction materials on the way back. And if you guys did watch any of my hard mode or whatever I like to call that, a little double dipping, right? Do a little dippy into the stone over here, and we do a little dip into the construction materials over here. So the trucks are always active. They're always running, hauling something, making good money. So from here, I bring the construction materials to Fort Worth. They get transferred all the way back to where the stone is getting held, which I could throw more trucks on it, but it is what it is. Also, look at this. Just repaid all my loans, which is always nice. So, yeah, construction materials come back here, and then I just drop the construction materials right off in the industrial area. You can't use these as drop-offs for cargo. Only the little booths. There you go. Anyway, so I thought I'd bring you guys in here. I'm more excited. What I'm going to be doing later today is, I'm not more excited. I'm just as excited. How about that? Let's go with that. Just as excited to be playing some Monte Acres and all the mods. Did have a plan to, like, start a whole new map and do all that. But you know what? Monte Acres, we only made it to, like, 2006 before we called that retired. And it's like 17 episodes in. Come on now. We're gonna get back to it. We did play a little Monte Acres last year in the live streaming. Kind of follow some of these cars and such. And They were longer episodes. They were more like hour and a half episodes while we were trying to fix everything up. And we were using some mods, and some of those mods aren't available. So we're rebooting Monte Acres again with only 5-star mods. And we're going to be starting in around 2008 time frame of that. So it'll be carrying on right after the Transportation Relaxation Station episode, which was where I didn't talk. And we just followed some trains and things around. So I might bring some of that back as well. I know you guys love the commentary and stuff like that. Really appreciate that. But sometimes you guys just want to listen to trains and watch trains. And folks like different things. What is it? Like folks in different strokes or something. I need to go back through and kind of fix up rails over road. And delete. Like, see this? This usually happens from placing the rail over the road. So this is going to be my quickie tippy right here. So what we should be doing... This might not work because of this. Oh, I'm going to have to spend that money. I'm just going to flatten it out. You don't really need to flatten it out. Make sure you build the track first. I didn't have the money. Early on, I didn't want to do the whole deleting of the buildings and all that. So it was an exact science. So now we don't have that weird bump. Well, kind of there. It's not as bad. But now, when I connect this guy over it, it should stay steady. Should is the key word there. It's still got a little bump to it, but that's alright. Straighten that out. Improvement? Meh, maybe a little bit. But, boy, I just got to say I'm excited for that Transport Fever 2. Oh, look at the magical wagons coming on back. Transport Train Fever, that would have been impossible to do. Deleting stuff while the train's here. Transport Fever fixed a lot. Transport Fever 2 is going to bring in a lot of the terrain fixtures. Like, one thing that we've all gotten used to doing is when we build, say, a road, is we build it, and then we fix the terrain around it, you know, we got to come back in, and we got to go like, oh, that's so nasty, we're going to clean that up. A lot of cool stuff getting fixed on this aspect, and what I liked about was the reverting, too. Is like, if you built a road, it's going to automatically, like, smooth out the terrain so it looks good. But then, remember what would happen here? Like, if we delete this road, you'd, like, be able to see exactly where the road was. It'll kind of revert it back to an original terrain. So, lots of cool stuff going on. Nothing exciting up here. These guys are all the same kind of little truck. What do we even call these guys? The steam lorries. These guys are just hanging out, getting the production limits up and rolling. So I'm loving it, guys. I just wanted to kind of throw a real short one here. I'm going to bring you into the future one time on this episode. I don't want to like give you just this, like, here's a stone line, there's a train. Thanks everybody. Have a great day. No, we're gonna do a little bit more than that. I'm gonna let it build up. Finally making money instead of paying off the loans. Things are getting established. One of my thoughts was wood and bring it over here. Problem is I went against that. Now I remember, because then that just gets me the planks, which I need steel, which means I need iron ore and coal and blah, 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 blah. That steel to machine and tools is quite the production chain. I like it, but hoobie-jooby. New words. Anyway, so I'm thinking maybe Cucamonga. Yes, Rancho Cucamonga, of course. With a name like that, you've got to build something there. I'm thinking it's on... We need fire. We need fuel. Give me fire. Get me that which you desire. I know it's not what it is, but it is what it is today. Oh, we need the crude. So there's some crude. There's some crude. There's some crude. So I'm going to set something up. Probably also extend out Akron to Arlington. This is a 1-3 map, and I gotta apologize right up front, and I know it's going to be in the comments. Hey, Monte, what's the map seed? I have no clue. I started this with no intention of recording it, and went against my worst habit, which is I usually take a screenshot just in case when I make the game, and I didn't. So let me bring you into the future, show you some progress, and bring you on a note that's not an apology. And yeah, see you soon, guys. Let's time warp. Hold on to something. Alrighty, folks. Thanks for your patience on the time warping. I mean, hopefully you hit up the hotel bar is all I'm saying. It's good times in the 1911s. Oh my goodness, we've gone by like 2 or 3 years since we last saw you. But I set something up, and excited to be showing that off. I almost had that zoom just right. Should have tested these things out, but oh, it's looking mighty fine. Still getting this top speed of 75. We got our new train on the way, though. You guys ready? Also, if you guys like colors of trains, and I should put the logos on, Robbie hooked me up with my old logo. I got to get my new logo set up somehow. Where is that? Under, like, finances or something? And then logo. And then I can pick a logo. We'll do the Renera route for now, because it rains a lot in the Northwest where I'm from. In Portland, anyway. But we're in Akron. Portland's up there. Here's the new line. This is what I brought you guys back for a reason. I don't do things for no reason. Just had to watch that train come on in. We're going to buy a new train here. The 442 Atlantic is coming on in. We were just looking at our beautiful 260 Mogul who's, hauling around the passengers. But we've got to start moving the crude. Is it going to be another crude mistake? Those are things to ask. Man, I got a little case of a hiccup or two. Hopefully those will go away. 1.73 million for the train. Oh my, it's a train. I'm going to leave the details up. Right now the power rating is good. So we're going to keep adding. Look at that. I put one tanker and the power rating goes to mediocre. It's really good at hauling itself, but boy, when you add stuff onto it, money's going to be a problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to do 8. 6, 7. Oh! Everyone look away. Look away. No, don't look away. We're going to just borrow some cash. We'll pay it right back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And why 8? I like the number. 84. You know what? Lucky 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I can count. What's the details? Mediocre. What if I add one more? Okay, it's still mediocre. I'm going to hold up with it. Look at that loading speed slows down, though, because it's 16 times. You got to pay attention to that as well. Lucky 8, that's going to do it. No need to do any more. Set line, new line. Right here, buddy. Right by this crude. And it follows on up over here. I already have the signals down, and I already have all the stations to the towns delivering the end good to the city. Stuff you guys don't need to see all of. We'll close that. Close that. I built a crazy bridge because I usually do. Nice and flat though. Made sure I lifted it up. Did a nice even elevation. It's because I know it's for the future, right? We're probably gonna have some boats going maybe. Need some other lines to be able to get under this. So I figured we'd start a little crazy. Didn't even get to clean up this side of the hill. But way over here is the fantastic Joliet Oil Refinery. So this is where we're going. Right here. Boom. Portland transfer. So we're going to get this train hopping on out. Loving it. Excited for it. No automatic replacement. And oh, he already came out of there and was hiding at this station because we already had this station on lockdown as a spot to go to. So that is a beauty. And you guys told me on Facebook Nation, and I totally forgot how to hide the UI. It's something like Shift Control, stand on one arm, and like shake your tail feather. I don't know. You got to do something weird. It's like Shift Control G or something, but it's not that. Trust me. I just tried it. It's not. So I got to look into it. I want to do some nice train rides like this without all the UI and stuff. When I did the relaxation station, people were asking me, how did you do it? I post-edit. I just cut the bottom and the top of the screen so it looked like I hid the UI. I just cut that part of the screen completely off. It gave it kind of a neat widescreen look, though. I kind of enjoyed it. Thought it came out pretty nice, but hoping to get a little bit more of that going on. I do want to bring up his information here. Top speed, we're at 70. We can get up to 100. What we're hoping for is to connect at this crossing up here without any interference from another train, which I don't think we're going to have, which is nice because he's all the way on the other side of the map. Is this always going to happen? No. We're going to have some problems here at the crossing, but the signals are all bueno at the moment. Well, I mean, one signal was saying it's all good. The others were saying, you better not. You best stop yourself before you wreck yourself and someone else. So nice straight shot, heading on out. We could even do the first person mode. I still hope we can move around a little bit more. Oh, so Monte Acres, it's coming. It's coming. 5-star mods. What I was playing with last night, and I'm surprised it made it to the 5 stars, is the freight airports. I've had bad luck with it before, but I tried to jump the gun and use the top, like 757 for that you need to use for fuel. Couldn't get it working. It just wouldn't pick stuff up. However, I tried moving construction materials with the freight airports to little hint to Las Vegas, and it was working. So when I bring Monte Acres back, the first episode is going to be showing off kind of those freight airports, which Transport Fever 2 shows those right off the bat. No mods needed. But boy, it's amazing how far Transport Fever has come along as far as the mods. I don't like being inside the train going through these style bridges. But yeah, it's looking nice. I'm enjoying it. I'm happy to be back playing some Transport Fever. I think I'm going to keep these rolling, coming your way, one way or another. But make sure to like. I'm not going to say subscribe. You don't have to subscribe. I usually just know, you guys are on YouTube. You guys know how all that stuff works. But I do make a habit now of continuing the series once a video hits 10 likes. And that's how I hit priorities. And everyone was like, where did Transport Fever go? And my response back to that is, well, I'm playing it a little bit on the side. But there was not the showing on the series. It was like, wasn't hitting the minimum standards. So hopefully we'll see a little flip. Hopefully you guys do enjoy this. If leave me some comments of more of what you'd like to see. I know some folks would like to see every step of the way. Once Transport Fever 2 comes out, we're going to be doing some of that. Going to be doing a little bit more of the up close, seeing the real nice trains, seeing the lines once they're built out. More of like a highlights and features of the games being played until that time. So we have a few months in this Transport Fever. Unless we get some early look-sees at Transport Fever 2. How cool would that be? Maybe you guys need a comment below. Man, wouldn't it be cool if Monte got to see some Transport Fever 2? And I could show it to you guys? And then I could go to, like, Transport Fever folks and be like, look at this, all this demand. The people need it. The people want it. We must give the people what they want, which is trains, planes, and automobiles. Yeah, and ships. Don't forget the ships. But I'm glad to be back. That's basically where I'm going with this. Crude's on the way. Did I mess anything up before I leave you guys? Because this is what I tend to do, especially on episode 1s. I leave you, and then you guys are like, Yo, Monte, you did realize you had a passenger station at the oil line, right? But we had to make sure the train had to come all the way over here and go back before we got a line usage of yes. Which very exciting means when I come back this way, look at that. The crude is building up. So we just got to watch it go on its test run. I am happy to report that the hiccups are gone. But I am sad to report that that is our time. But next episode, I'm thinking is going to be a Monte Acres modded out 5-star mods. I have a collection for all the 5-star mods that I'm using for that one. But this one's going to be all vanilla, all day, every day. And this one's kind of going to be making up for all the lessons that we've learned on Monte Acres. Because if you don't remember, we started that one in beta access before Transport Fever actually came out. And it was using some Train Fever logic. I was. And we definitely have a lot of rebuilding and some things to do over there. This hill is crazy. Cray, like the Ray. Shoutouts to Ray. You guys are going to be seeing a little invasion from the Dragons Gaming soon enough, so keep an eye out for that. But on all those notes, I have few notes left to say or sing. You guys definitely don't want that. So I'll catch you next time. Thank you, folks, for watching, stopping on by. I know you have your options of Transport Fever needs and desires. What, you have options of your needs? You know what? We're rambling now, aren't we? This coffee's staring at me going like, you need a drink, me? You need to shut up. You need to drink me. So, you guys have a wonderful day. Take care, everybody. Peace. Happy gaming. See you next time. Take care.